Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more of these Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon playthrough. Last time we got introduced to the basic plot of the game, we did the first mission of the game, and now we're going to continue on to mission number 2, or rather mission number A2, called Gear Up. Now that you're properly equipped, let's find those Dark Moon pieces. Paranormal readings are stronger in the north rooms of the Gloomy Manor, so we should start our search there. So let's go ahead and do that. Ready for some more action? Ah, you're a courageous lad. You know, you remind me of myself at your age, feller. Ho ho, those were the days. Anywho, we need to start searching for the rest of the Dark Moon. Luckily, I've got just the invention to make our job easier. I call it the Periscope, a tip-top device that detects and measures distant paranormal signals. In fact, I just used it to scan this Gloomy Manor, and I found out some strong activity in the north rooms. That's where we'll start our search. I don't know. Ho-ho, you haven't changed a bit, my boy. There's no reason to be scared now that you're equipped with my mighty Poltergust 5000. If you say so. Now, details. There's a mechanism that controls the access to that section. The access mechanism is in the foyer. I'll give you instructions once you get there. Got all that? Good. Now get a move on. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back into that mansion. Sounds like a good idea to me. But before we actually move forward, there are a couple of things I could have done in the last mission, but I didn't do them because I knew I could have done them here. So it just made sense to do it here when I, actually have like all of my new equipment and everything. But we're actually going to go outside really quick. We have some things we can do out here. If you search around the area, you can find some goodies. There's some goodies you can only find in mission number 1, though. Like, you can actually find some dollar bills up here on the tree, and there's also, like, something in here you can get. But more importantly, you have these flowers, and if you shine your flashlight on them, you'll actually get some money. And you can do this in any of the missions, so you can kind of do this to get some extra gold. But most importantly, the second flower, or the third flower from the left, you can find this gem, or a crystal, or I don't know what exactly they're called, but we'll find out here, I guess. Doing some gemstone hunting on the side, eh, feller? Can't say I blame you. Those gems are one of a kind, worth a fortune, I reckon. But remember, you've got a job to do. You'll have time to look at your gems later in the vault. Carry on, youngster. Every area has a certain number of gemstones you can look for, and they're basically just kind of mini collectibles that you can take a look at and collect as you go throughout the game. I will be trying to get all of the gemstones in the game, so that's one of the things I'll be trying to accomplish as I go through this playthrough. So that's one of the gemstones. You may have noticed there was another gemstone missing, and we'll go ahead and get that next. I'm also going to look around. Oh god, bat. Whenever you see bats, spiders, or rats, if you shine your flashlight on them, they'll actually turn into a form of currency. So you can do that to get some extra money as you're going throughout the game. So probably something you should consider. So like right here, coin. So we're going to go out here next because I believe there is something we can do out here. We have a dog house, which is neat. But more importantly, there is another gemstone up there, so we're going to go ahead and grab that. And from my understanding, like, the gemstones are, they're listed in the order that you can obtain them. Pretty much that one and the one outside could have both been gotten once you got the strobulb, so that's why they're the first two. But you don't necessarily have to get them in that order, and there are some gemstones that won't actually appear until a certain mission as well, so you gotta keep that in mind. These ghosts have a rage problem! They do, though. Okay, well that's not good. I think that's the mechanism we're supposed to interact with. So I don't think we can do much now, unfortunately. Dag blasted ghosts! Luigi, those brutes just stole the gears from that access mechanism I told you about. I'll use the periscope to find them, then you can use the map on the DS to hunt them down. Ho ho, the terrified look in your eye just gave me the great idea. From now on, I'm going to call the DS, this is genius, the Dual Scream. Ho 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 ho, Dual Scream, hoo. Interact with the map on the Dual Scream to locate the brute ghosts in the West Wing. That map has a whole slew of features, so be sure to mess around with it later. But for now, get those gears back. Look lively. Okay, so we'll need to look for those. Well, these doors are open, so I guess we'll go here first, and no, we're not. Hey! I need that key, not you. Okay. Wait, before I do that, there's a reason I keep looking inside, like drawers and chests and stuff, and I'll explain why later. For now, though, we need to go all the way back over here. Also, this was something I didn't really show, but in Mission 1, there's actually some money behind this little wall part right here, so that's some extra stuff you could have gotten in that mission. Okay, so there's a ghost. Let's go ahead and flash him so we can get that key back. Kind of annoying that we had to come all the way back here just for that, but like, what else is new? Okay, so now that we have the key, we can actually go further into the mansion and look and see what's in this direction. So we can actually move the floor here, find some money. Anything else? There's also this little wall fixture we can take a look at. And as usual, if you find like little holes in mansion walls, you can take a look at that and see if like get like a little preview of the room you're going into. You don't necessarily have to do this, but it is something you can do if you want to. They sometimes might give you hints on certain things, which is nice. So let's go ahead and go in here. We are in the lab. Come to the lab and see what's on the slab. Oh, hey, there's a ghost. There's a ghost. After we get all these guys, I believe, here comes the big ghost. The big ghost has more HP than the little ghosts, and it'll actually take a little extra power to get them, but they're not too bad. They still kind of act just like the normal ghosts would, so it's nothing you have to really worry about too much. And there is one of the gears we need. I'm trying to see if there's anything else we can interact with before we leave this room. Not that I can see. You can kind of get like a little bit of a hint on the wall there, but nothing we have to worry about. Looks like there's something missing right here too. But we'll be back here later so we can find that out then. So let's go ahead and go down this hallway. I think we get oh, also just a lot of money just casually there on the table. Oh, there we go. Honestly, I hate like the little creatures like the bats and rats and stuff. Sometimes you can just accidentally take damage from them and it's really, really obnoxious and annoying. Can I get all these books? I don't know if we can or not, but whatever. There's a key door on the wall there. Can't do anything with that yet. Once again, you can take a little preview of an upcoming room, which is kind of neat. But not really much we can do with that right now. So let's go ahead and go in this room right here. Except we can't. Interesting. Well, let's go in here then. If we get rid of this dirt, we can find some money, and we can also find a key, which is good. And we can actually see what's going on in this room. And if you actually look around, you can see some ghosts messing around as they normally do. Being doofuses. What else is new? But if you actually look to the bottom right, you'll actually see that the reason we can't enter this room is that there's dust blocking the way. So we need to find another way into this room. So we'll be figuring that out now. Since we do have a key, though, we have at least something else we can work with for the time being. And we did have a couple of ghosts that went to the top floor, so we can actually go that way and see if we can maybe find something in that direction. No! Okay, so now we have a different kind of ghost. These ghosts like to hide in different fixtures in rooms. Basically, you need to go to those fixtures, interact with them, and they'll pop out. Be careful of the objects they throw at you while you're doing that, because you can take damage, you can slip on stuff, and it's pretty annoying, not gonna lie. So just be careful while you're, doing stuff like that. Now, let's see what's up here. Oh, just some health. Okay, I'll take it. So let's go ahead and open this door, and we're now on the top floor of this area now. So we can see what we can find. Oh god, spiders. Ugh. Gross spiders. Ooh, gold spiders. So whenever you find gold enemies like this, you have a chance to get some gold bars, so try to flash them with your flashlight quickly, because they'll generally try to run away from you, like most of them did, but I was able to get one gold bar at the very least. That is a gold bone. Gold bone, it's basically just like extra treasure you can get, as we'll find out here. You seem to have found something very special there, Luigi. I've heard that your chances of finding one of those is better if you have a lot of treasure. I get the feeling that bone will come in handy when you need it the most. But that's just a wild guess. Yep, pure speculation. Okay, so we'll find out more about that later. But yeah, that's a gold bone. So let me see here. But yeah, basically you can find a gold bone in like every mission. I want to say it's kind of random where it can appear, though. And I actually didn't run into it in the last mission for some reason, but whatever. Well, regardless, we're in a new room now, so let's look around and see what we can find. See if we can find any goodies. We do have another one of the strobe bulb mechanisms here, so let's go ahead and flash it. And we actually get another gemstone. And since it appears right there, it gives me a good indication that we haven't missed anything yet, so that's good. And I think we're... can I interact with this wall here? I cannot. So, well actually let's do this. Let's move the fan. That'll cause the ceiling to open up a little bit. And we get lots and lots of monies. All the monies in the world. Okay, maybe not all the monies in the world, but quite a bit of monies. And now we're going to interact with the music player here. That'll cause some ghosts to appear. I'm going to see if I can get both of these. Nope, only got one of them. You definitely want to try to get multiple ghosts in one flashlight and suck-up motion, because you'll get more treasure that way. I mean, you'll also get more treasure later on when you get, like, upgrades and stuff, because you can actually get gold bars from those ghosts, too. It's just I was unable to do that because my poltergeist isn't completely powerful just yet. There we go, that's gear number 2. So let's go ahead and keep on moving into the next area. So we obviously can't get into this room down here, but we can see what's here. And what do we got? It's another gemstone, but we're not going to be able to get this one just yet, so we'll have to wait on that for later. So again, let's interact with a couple of things before we move on. Boom, boom, ooh. Dollar bill. You love a good dollar bill. If we do this, I guess nothing happens. Okay, well, I'm not going to open this door, because if you notice on the map, there's no green door there that leads into that room, which means that that door is actually a fake. So we're not going to even bother with that. Instead, we're going to pull this to make the bed appear. We're going to sit down on the bed, and that is what's going to take us into this other room. You know how hidden mansions are. Sometimes they have, like, little nuances like that. So let's see. Oh, there's a gear up there. Oh! Hey, we're ready for me. Ah. Okay, so I was able to get 2 gold bars from that ghost, which is kind of neat. Now we have... Oh, damn it! Stupid rat. Seriously, those, like, the little monsters are the ones that, like, I find give me more trouble than the actual ghosts themselves. It's pretty obnoxious, not gonna lie. But that's gonna give us the gear, so let's go ahead and grab that. Yay! Pull this out. There is another gemstone, but we cannot get that just yet. We actually need another item before we can get that, so we'll have to come back a bit later, unfortunately, but that's just the way it is. Did find a lot of neat treasure there, though. Not complaining about that at all. Let's go ahead and get some other things before we leave the room. Can we push this out of the way? We can. And there is a button there. Let's go ahead and press that button. That'll cause the fire to get extinguished. And if we step into the fireplace... Oh, well. If we step into the fireplace...
Hello.
Whee! That'll take us into this room, so... That's basically how we get in here. So let's go ahead and remove the dust so we can actually access this room now freely. So for these ghosts, I wouldn't try to get these ghosts in like multiple and like one motion. Just because, again, they run pretty quickly once you find them, so it's better just to get one at a time. It is annoying when they, like, still manage to fire stuff at you, but not really a whole lot you can do about that. So let's get the last big ghost out of the way. The final gear will appear. That also rhymed. Let's look around this room. Come on, Egad. Let me finish my... Let me finish my process first. Luigi, how goes it, my boy? You found all 4 gears? That quick? Ho-ho! Well, you'll get there in the end. Good work, Sonny. Now head back to the foyer and put the gears back in the access mechanism. I will. Just let me do my thing before I do that. Okay, so that did actually have money. I figured it would. Oh, hello! Gold bars, my favorite. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. This allows us to take a look at the mirror, and as you can see, there is actually something in the background there that looks kind of gemstone-like in appearance. So, if we actually, well, first of all, let's do that, but if we go to the window... you'll actually cause the gemstone to pop in, and that's how you get that one. So, doing pretty good with getting those gemstones so far. We haven't missed any yet, as far as I know. I don't know why I looked at this again, but it's fun. It's fun, I guess. Okay, well, let's go ahead and leave this room and head back to the main foyer room so we can put these things inside the mechanism. Oh no, they don't fit. Why the long face, Luigi? Well, genetics, I suppose. Criminy! The gears don't fit into the mechanism? Those brute ghosts must have bent them or something. I suppose we'll have to repair them in order to make it work. Well, at least you recovered all of them. And it looks like you captured some very interesting ghosts. I can't wait to check them out. I'm bringing you back now. Okay, so there we go. That's mission number 2 completed. Does suck that the mechanism broke, but hey, we did some work. We caught some ghosts. We did our Luigi's Mansion thing, so I'm not going to complain too much. Got a pretty decent haul of treasure, but not enough for a 3-star rank, though. But yeah, there we go. And also, as you can see on the bottom screen, you can see basically how many gemstones are in the area. So we have 4 out of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's 13 of them. That's a lot more than I thought, but it is what it is. So yeah, continuing the 2-star train strong. But that's okay. Not complaining, it's just the way it is. Good work, Luigi. I knew I should have called you first. Ahem, let's look at all those gears. Now let's unload the poltergust and see what kind of ghostly goodies you got. Still got a bit for that next upgrade, but that's okay. I was right. These new ghosts are very interesting indeed. Such spectacular specimens. And they won't be making any more trouble for us now that they're in the vault. In the vault, you can review all the types of ghosts that you've captured. And while you're there, feel free to read my research notes on their ghostly behavior. Analyzing the paranormal signatures of ghosts also helps me fine-tune the old periscope. Now skedaddle. I'll need to figure out a way to make these gears work again. Okay, so with that, the third mission does open up. Before we go to the third mission, I'm not going to do that in this video, obviously, but you know, just to show off a couple of other things. So right here, when you're on the mansion select, you can actually take a look at all the gems you've collected. And you can also just take a look at like the information for the stage in question. But if we go further out, we can take a look at a couple of other things. First, you have the Scare Scraper, which won't unlock until you complete a certain number of missions in the Gloomy Mansion quest, which we're going to unlock that soon anyway. I won't be showing that until like after the game is completed regardless, so I'm not going to focus on that now, but that is like an extra mode of the game you can play. And over here you have the vault, so we're going to take a look at that really quick. Basically, the vault is where you can take a look at basically your collectibles that you've gotten throughout the game. So you have the ghost container, you have unlockables, gem collection. So ghost container, you have the Evershade Valley ghosts, you have Scarescraper ghosts. And yeah, it's basically just kind of a list of all the different ghosts you can find in the game. And you can get like little information about them too. You can see their weight, the heaviest weight you've gotten, the number you've caught, a brief little description of each of the ghosts, which is kind of cool. It's kind of like a Pokedex, I guess you could say. Best way to compare it to something. Then you have the gem collection, which basically just all the gems that you've gotten in the game. And here you have the unlockables, which are basically your upgrades, which we haven't gotten anything yet, so that's not really relevant. And this, we'll see what this is later. But that's pretty much the vault. So I think I'm actually going to go ahead and wrap this video up. Thank you guys for watching. We'll continue on with more of this game next time as we go to mission number 3. So this has been SlimKirby. This has been Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, and I'll see you guys next time. Later, folks.